Hello, my name is Manuel Larios, and today I will be introducing a new agricultural biotechnology created with the use of lactic acid bacteria used to fight A-Flavus and A-Carbonarius as well as mycotoxins. So, as a background, many farmers were losing their crops and their harvest due to many fungus and plagues that were that were affecting like everything they were planting, and also different types of herbs that were just growing on like in the middle of their planting without like that they didn't want there, and that they were affecting all their crops. Basically, the fungus and the bacteria that were growing on the plants weren't allowing the plants to produce and like fruits, vegetables, or nuts, especially nuts. And then also the herbs that were growing out were making it difficult for the farmers to actually be able to get to that products and and the plants to grow and get the water needed for them to actually produce as many as what the farmers wanted. So what they want to do is create different pesticides or herbicides without actually using them and spraying them to not contaminate the environment. So what many scientists started to do, they started creating labs, which is lactic acid bacteria, that would fight against A-Flavus and A-Carbonarius, which are one of the main components for this fungus, and also mycotoxins, which create, like when mixed with A-Flavus and A-Carbonarius, create a certain mold that makes it grow even faster under anaerobic conditions. So for this process, what they did, they practiced it on almonds and peanuts. First, with the almonds, they grabbed three rRNA strands, and then on two rRNA strands, they injected a certain RNA, like a parent RNA of the antifungal lab, the lactic acid bacteria that would fight against the fungus and the mold, and that wouldn't allow it to expand at all. And then on the second RNA, they injected an antifungal lab that wouldn't allow the fungus to attach to the plant at all, so the plant wouldn't be affected at all. So in the first one, it could be affected, but it wouldn't expand. The second one, it wouldn't be affected at all. And then the third one was used as a base, where the mold would be present and it would expand normally, like if it was just out there in the crops. And then for the peanuts, it was the same thing, the same process. The first one, it was the fungus wouldn't be able to attach at all. It was an antifungal, another lab. And then on the second one, they injected another RNA into the rRNA, which would pair up, and then it would allow the mold to be present, but to let it expand in a slower pace. And then the third one, it was the mold would be present at all times, and it would expand like normally. So basically, the intention for this creation was help farmers economically to not lose their crops or their products at all, and then like actually be able to produce without having funguses and plagues affecting their crops. So helping them not lose money most of all, and then helping them like in any condition, any anaerobic or aerobic conditions, that there will be no fungus or plagues available in the area, and like for the plants to be able to, once they grew, like there wasn't no like any risk of them being contaminated by those plagues. And then the farmers would be safe, the crops would be safe, their economy would be safe, and also the people would be like safe from what they're eating. So they're gonna know that the almonds and peanuts they were eating, like all the nuts they were eating, they weren't contaminated at all. But so I partially agree with this, because there's a lot of viruses that you can get through nuts, and especially almonds, because they say that almonds are good for you. But however, if an almond is affected, like it could also bring problems to you. So partially this is good, because it's gonna be 100% sure. It could be 100% sure that it's not gonna be like infected at all. But also, like the peanuts, they also work because Now also it's not gonna be like infected, but you're gonna be like less probable risk from you being like you smelling the pesticides and herbicides that they use, because now it's going to be injected into the plant instead of actually being sprayed onto the plant. So now not only is it going to be like safe for you, but also for the environment. Then again, also it's good because not only farmers will be, well, also farmers are going to be like helped by this, because they're going to be safe. They're going to have a stable like their crops are gonna be stable. They're not gonna lose any, well, plants. They're not gonna be affected by anything. They're not gonna be infected. There's gonna be no plagues. The plagues are gonna go away as well. That's also gonna be a positive change for it. Like plagues could be eliminated by that. The herbs, like the herbs that just grow out of nowhere, could be like affected by that positively, because not everyone wants herbs or like plagues around on their plants. So now with that being injected with those labs, not only can they use them for agricultural purposes, but also like in different homes. So like only grass will be grown. Like the grass you want to grow is going to grow. No herbs, and then the plagues, you're not gonna worry about your plants being infected by the plagues, because since they're already gonna be injected with an antifungal lab, you're gonna have no risk of your plants getting. So like if you want to plant something outside your garden, you're not gonna be worrying about it being infected by any plague. The only thing you're gonna be worried about is any cat or dog coming around and destroying your plants. But that's pretty much it, and thank you for your attention.